Okay, we're back, and yeah, the power armor is fixed. Before anybody says anything, yes it is. What happened was we walked out of the doors of the funhouse and Gage started his speech, his last final speech, so recorded that all up and then went over to the apartment, fixed the power armor, well, mostly, and did the Lover's Embrace to see what his comments are. From Lover's Embrace, recorded it all up and sent it up, so we are back to Kiddie Kingdom to clear out and kill things with a newly romanced Gage. Now watch me see. I hope he doesn't get all sloppy.
Yeah.
He better not.
You just say the word.
Is everything okay, twins?
You know damn well I don't like talking about feelings and shit. We're great. You know that.
Nothing.
Oh, that's me when people ask me if I'm okay. It's like, seriously, I don't do this. I don't talk about this stuff, people. I'm fine. If I wasn't fine, you'd know it. So we need to make it to the tunnels, and the easiest way to make it to the tunnels is actually along and trying not to get run over by the cars. Brilliant. Though it's not up here is the easiest way to do it. Sure, Gage. I actually think I'm going the wrong way, people. Do you know that? But hey, I'm going to slaughter everything while we're up this far. We're definitely going the wrong way. Where'd this one go? Actually, that may be perfect. As you see, I have actually got rid of the... This is where we're looking for. If we can get past the big bottle of... In here, Gage.
What are you doing?
And here is Oswald.
You know Luca fires people for breaking character. Yes, of course, I'm seriously. The clown makeup helps scare the invaders off. There's a new one at the park. No, I don't think that's going to work this time. There's something different about this one. See, I can do that too. Just have to hold out till she gets back with a cure. Then we'll drive the raiders out and get the farm back in order. We'll fix it.
Damn. Mate, there is no cure. Their brains have descended too far. For you, possibly, yeah. But for them, their brains have been mincemeated. It's been weeks since the bombs fell and we've been attacked for the first time. It wasn't even a big group and they weren't all well armed as we were. During the fight I froze up and some grocery clerk charged Evan from behind. He was knocked to the ground and was about to have his head bashed in with one of the gumdrop decorations when Mitchell blew the clerk's brains out. Even Evan is pissed at me for not watching his back. Or now Evan, sorry. The damn world has ended and I have to deal with a pissed off boyfriend. Poor girl. That sounds sucky. It's been a few months since the radiation storm started. 23 people have died so far and I'm starting to wish I was one of them. My skin looks like a prune, at least in the places where it hasn't fallen off. A couple of the others seem to have stopped changing, but they look terrible. Half of my hair has fallen out, another clump just fell out while I was typing this. Evan's hair is gone completely, and I can barely stand to look at him. We had a huge fight about it, and now he's moving his stuff out of here and up into the clock tower. I feel like a monster chasing him off, but maybe it's true. Maybe I am a monster, maybe we all are. Some sort of alarm woke us in the middle of the night. It looks like the water intake pipes were contaminated. I mean, the water is practically glowing. The alarm must have been some sort of automated failsafe to protect the park. We'd all heard the rumours about Nuka-Cola having some sort of reactor in the bottling plant. My God, who knows what they put in that quantum stuff. The heck with it. It's been over a year now. If the radiation from the storms hasn't killed me yet, what's a little bit more? I'm going back to bed. We were attacked by a huge mob today. They almost made it to the castle this time. As we were trying to drive them back, I had an idea. We may be immune to the radiation now, but these people probably aren't. I ran into the tunnels and turned on the park's water sprays. In minutes the attack was over. Man, we should have been doing this for years. Even Evan heard it was me who figured it out. He kissed me until I couldn't see straight. I don't know if this means things are good between us again, but hell, I'll take it. The affliction sweeping through our people is getting worse. It took Herman last month. He knew it was coming, we all did. Until Rachel can figure out some way of fixing this, I'm afraid we're all going to end up like this. We survived the radiation storm, starvation and attacks and God knows what else for hundreds of years. But now, can we fight this? It's not fair. I don't know if I'm just angry or if it's the signs I've got the affliction. God help us all. Anybody that knows anything about ferals, basically their brains start to rot inside. That's why they become feral. There's no cure. Dude, are you trying to get a green suntan? I'm in power armor. Get your butt up here, mate. So this is where they were living. I'm not surprised. The enemy finally dropped bombs on us. Thank God we had a plan and everybody stuck to it. We couldn't talk sense into all of the park visitors, but we were able to grab a few out of the stampede and take refuge in the employee tunnels. Oswald and Rachel did a pretty good job stocking up down here. We've got preserved food, seeds, water from the pump systems, tools, extra lumber, just about anything, just about everything really, except for weapons. That was Mitch's job, and we don't know if he survived. We just gotta keep calm about this and ride it out. It's been about a week since the bombs fell. We'd all written Mitchell off for dead. Then he just comes rolling up in a semi, half full of guns and explosives, food, medicine, chemicals, you name it. Said he'd been busy gathering the rest of what we needed to fortify Kiddie Kingdom. He had some blood on his shirt, but when Oswald started to ask him about it, we all told him to just leave it alone. I mean, Mitchell's a crazy bastard. Right now, I'd rather have him on our side. I certainly wouldn't want to go up against him. We blew up the service tunnel passages connecting it to other areas of the park. If things don't calm down in another few weeks, we'll head outside and barricade the gates. The fighting outside has died down a bit, and we've barricaded the gates to Kiddie Kingdom. While we were finishing up, a weird storm started to blow in over the horizon to the east. We barely had time to finish up when it hit hard. It seems I've seen all sorts of storms, but this one was different, almost like a tornado with green lightning arcing through the sky. We all ended up taking shelter where we could, but a few people just got sucked up into the vortex and were just gone. We were trapped for a few hours while that crazy storm passed over. It must have picked up the fallout from Boston, because everyone has been sick for weeks now and quite a few have died. Those of us who haven't are changing. The preparedness videos never said anything about this. We've been alive here for over 100 years. Now the change has affected all of us. It seems as though our bodies have adapted to the radiation. Our features have become twisted and distorted, but we no longer feel ill. Unfortunately, it seems this change has affected some of us worse than others. First of all, Mitchell, now Herman. They aren't speaking anymore, they're just shuffling around and growling. If we try to hold them back, they start to get violent. We've tried everything we can possibly think of, talking to them, medication, every possible remedy for a cold or illness. But whatever this affliction is, we can't seem to beat it. Rachel's convinced that it has to be an illness of some sort. The rest of us just call it the affliction. I pray we find a solution before it takes all of us. I'm actually curious this time, before I actually bump off Oswald, to maybe do, because there is actually, you can actually go and talk to this Rachel person, so I might actually be interested to find out what she actually has.